Alright, so my dad finished up cleaning the gasket. And then if you're trying to rebuild this, you also got to get this spring in with the bottom, like, rectangle, or,
It's attached, make sure the spring is functioning and it goes up and down. Make sure that spring isn't undone.
But we cleaned all of that, and now we got to put the new gasket on. And since it's cold outside, we moved it inside in our basement, so we're not gonna be outside. But now we just gotta put the gasket on and put everything back together.
If this goes on a certain way, this washer has to go here and end up on this post. These two have collars on, so they
Those are the colors.
So they go in the bottom of your motor. It lines up right. Now I'm going to put a little gasket, form a gasket on it to make sure it seals up.
That's what it is.
This goes on this way, so.
Just saying that piece is not on.
Hmm?
The green piece.
Yeah, I know. I'll put it on when we get it onto the thing. But just put a little coat of this on there, and it helps it seal up. Probably don't have to do it, but that's the way I like to do it so it don't leak. Just form a gasket. Just helps seal up. But you only need a really tiny thin layer of it. You don't need much. And I'll do the other side when I'm ready to
Put it on.
put it on.
We'll put that piece on, right? You're gonna put it that side on.
And I would put this just pipe cleaner on here, so we don't lose our chain all the way to the bottom when we slide our head on here. Tight.
Would it matter if you flip it the other way?
I thought I checked it out, and that's the way this should go. Go the other way. I'm just gonna check it if we put it on the other way. It's still got a light over one of those, and it's still tight. So
It'll cut to you whenever we put it on. Alright, so we got it on. All we had to do is just get it down. Well, my dad used a screwdriver, but all we did is have to get it down because it was the same size as this.
the old one.
The old gasket, so we just put it on and it will just squeeze it together whenever we put everything together, so it should work. And now we gotta put put this on, that one. This is on top right.
Yes. Now I'm gonna coat.
Now we're gonna coat the other side of the gasket. And put the what is that called?
The head.
Part of the head on.
And you want to get it around where the bolts are, because that's where sometimes you get leaks. But
And then we gotta set the timing chain after we put the head on.
But we got some other parts that gotta go on. Flywheel's gotta go back on.
Yeah, which is right there, and it is right here. And we'll put everything else on except from this headpiece, and also, wait, no, we'll also put on that, and then we'll have to set the timing chain, but we'll do that off camera, well, until we figure out what we gotta do, and then we'll start it back up again once we get everything else done. So now we gotta put the head on. That's correct.
do this, but I'm gonna let's put a little bit of oil down here in the bottom of where your cam runs, so it's already got oil on it.
Which the cam is piece, right?
This piece right here. That way, it's got oil when it starts up. Even though it'll get it pretty quick, that way it starts off that it has lubrication already.
So it doesn't mess anything up at all. Does the timing chain go around that?
The timing chain will get bolted on the end of this.
Oh, yeah.
When we're ready for it.
No, we gotta set the timing chain first, and then do that.
Just put the jug on. Now it's top heavy, so I'm putting that underneath it just to hold it up. Now you got to put this back on. But see, that's where the oil will fall through. Put your key, yeah.
I got all the nuts and washers.
Okay. Okay, popped on.
Did these have to be put on with a torque wrench? Or?
Yeah, this is what we need to torque.
See, we just got two new torque wrenches. Because we never had a torque wrench before. Do you need a smaller or bigger torque wrench?
Probably going to end up using, I don't know, I have to look up what the torque is. I printed a sheet off the other day that actually had what the torque values are supposed to be on here. Tighten them up by hand first.
I'm going to cut to you whenever we are tightening with the torque wrench. Alright, so we put on the nuts with the torque wrenches and retightened them off camera, and well I'll show you with, well, this is at 14 right now.
14 foot-pounds.
14 foot-pounds, and that's how much it's supposed to be at. And if you hear it click, what you just heard right now is that means it is at 14 pounds.
And you need to do like a star pattern when you tighten. Instead of going around this way, you should star your stuff so it equals, when it tightens down, it equals, because it took a while to get these all worked down. So that's what we did, and now we're going to put the flywheel back on. And this is your points.
But that's,
you got to do that adjusting. You could
really
do.
Old.
Yeah, it's old stuff. Most of them use solid state now, but this is a points system. And we're going to put that back on here. You put your wires on. You don't put any Loctite on those.
No. Oh, it's falling off.
Okay, you'll be alright. We're going to just put just a little bit of Loctite.
Blue Loctite.
I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but
you can still separate it if we need to.
Yeah, blue Loctite will come out. Started that one. And we'll just put a tiny drip on here. And put this one in.
And then we got to put, that's the case of the flywheel, right?
Yeah, that's the outer flywheel. This is your ignition for your points. So, and I'm going to use. Get in there. That's pretty good.
Do you want me to hold the motor?
Yeah, so I can tighten this as hard as I can.
Let me go around.
This is the wrong size.
We're gonna go get another size screwdriver. Alright, so my dad got a better screwdriver, and now we're gonna tighten them
Make sure
up.
these are nice and tight.
And now we gotta put the outer layer of flywheel on.
And, you see your key here?
There's your key.
And then you line up with your keyway here.
And then you gotta put your nut on it. And then
It's going to take a bit to get this all in there, so I don't know if the piston and all that's going to keep turning. Probably is. So, alright. We get it.
16 probably.
17, I think. 17. Because then you got to torque this out. For sure.
The flywheel nut has to have 64. No, it shows it on the diagram. Shows it on the diagram how much torque you need.
Flywheel nut is 47 foot-pounds. So, we're at the 10. Did we say 47? Yeah, 47. So we got to undo our locking nut, turn it to where it says 40. We're at 40, and then we got to increase it. Well, there's 45, and then we go 2 more. So we're at 47 pounds. But if you stick a screwdriver in here, make sure you get it in a spot that you don't break anything. And right there, that would be on something. Through this hole, so back there, it should be good. I'm gonna need to keep turning.
I'm trying to put you guys somewhere. That probably doesn't. Did you just get it?
No, that was your gear shifter moved. Don't get it all over your shirt. Switcher right there. That is. Oh! Gear shifter again.
Let me try one.
I want that move a spot. Okay. Okay, you have to move. No, just stop.
I got it in a better position.
All right. You're not holding it down.
That's on tight. Well, that's get on tight. That was tight. But again, it holds your clutch and all that, right?
No, this is all your flywheel, so this spins around as fast as your motor spins around. So it's really, I don't know how many RPMs these run, but it probably goes around a couple thousand times in a minute. So it's got to stay on there. If it comes off, it won't be good. Now.
You guys set the time machine?
Yeah. Oh, we still got to put some other pieces in here.
Just cleaning the outside or the inside of that?
Yeah, just clean the inside of this up.
Would it be? No, it wouldn't be that. These two go with that. This might go with another piece.
This is one of your.
Timing.
Yeah, this is the rough chain adjustment. Get that started in there, and then up here is your
This piece.
Yeah, let's go in here.
Oh, I know where that red ring goes. On this. See this red ring? Got to go right there. I don't know how you'll get that off. Screwdriver, probably.
Yeah, just take it. Right there, one of these little picks.
Yeah. And that's all of our pieces except a really small one.
Oh, that might go on that one then. We take that back out and change that out.
Now we got that piece on.
I'm just gonna put a little oil on it again so it's
Lube.
lubed up while your O-ring's not dry. Let's do stick through the cam. You're done, Gene.
So we put that in, and then now we have to put this piece in. And now we need to.
That's not tight. That's not tight, and this is not tight. Now we got to
set the timing chain.
Set the flywheel in the right spot, and then get the timing chain in the right spot to what they call top dead center. And this needs to be marked over here. There is. These marks here. If you see them, there's a T, there's an F, and that's your lines that you need to line up with this little arrow. And when you get them lined up, then that's supposed to be top dead center. That's when you can put your cam chain on, or your chain in, and then you have to do your final adjustments after that.
Now we got to put on the sprocket, the new one. Now we gotta put it right down here. Oh, right on here.
And now you see it can move, but we're still top dead center on here. So we gotta get this so it's at the horizon.
Wait, if it can turn, do you need the chain on before you tighten it up?
Yes.
Alright, well, with the Kickstarter, couldn't you turn this wherever you need it, right?
Yeah, but we turn it with our fingers.
Yeah, so we turn it to here whenever we need it, and then turn it over until it gets like that, and then we can use it.
When we torque them, yes.
Then we can use the torque.
Yeah.
So then we don't need the crow.
Crow's foot, yeah. But we got to put this at the horizon is where these are supposed to be. Top dead center. That
is right there. You need the.
Which is your T on your arrow.
You need the T on that arrow.
Yep. And check. Make sure your piston's all the way up the top.
They're up on the top.
The piston's all the way up. You take your spark plug out, and you can see that the piston's all the way up.
Yep, the piston's all the way up.
And then on your sprocket, there should be a circle that should be up top. Now we need to take our holder off our pipe cleaner that we used so we didn't lose our chain down to the bottom of the motor.
Now we gotta put the sprocket in.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I dropped it. Now this needs to actually rotate so we get top.
No. What was it? Now I gotta see if this fits. But I don't think it does. This is probably an 8. So now I got to get the 8. This is probably actually a 10. Yeah, this is a 10. It don't fit. So now this is gonna be a 10 millimeter. So we need this on or a bunch just towards the chin.
Get this too. I gotta rotate my
piece.
I can't get it to rotate.
Got it. Lose it.
But you can't move that. We gotta get that. We gotta get this sprocket turned up T.
Oh, backwards.
Right. And it's grabbing right in the teeth, so it's hard to detach it, yes. Without dropping my sprocket all the way down to the bottom.
We could just get out with a pick.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. I've got to. Okay. That's tight. We gotta make sure of this.
Just that.
I know. I gotta get it over the top. Make sure this is all back out. supposed to pop on there, but I haven't caught it up. There it is. There, popped on. I had to show them in here. Nope. I had to push in on this chain tensioner, so I had enough chain slack so it would slip up over the top.
No,
now we will wait. We will rotate the motor, and you'll have to move the cam too, so we can get our bolts in. I'm just working it up so we can get our bolt in here, and that'll actually move the cam, and then we'll wait. I gotta get it to rotate more than that. So. Ouch. Should I get that cam? I need to get it to rotate a little bit more yet. And now we'll be able to get our...
Not an inch. Use a tensioner to tension it up.
Torque wrench.
Torque wrench. And now, that would be the...
That would be your cam sprocket bolt. And it's 9 pounds.
That's to be 9 pounds. So, we have to get it with the chain tension, or the torque wrench, and get both of them, and then set the timing chain. Low. For distance.
Yeah, what size is that?
That's the right size.
Okay, but this is inch pound torque wrench. This is foot pound. So we will have to convert 9 foot pounds to inch pounds because we want to use our... No. Yeah, it's 8.
1.2.
No, that's kilograms foot per meters. We got 9 foot pounds, and we're going to change it. And we're going to change it over because our small torque wrench is in inch pounds. So I will have to look it up. I'll just look it up in the computer and figure out what the difference is. Is it 9 foot pounds?
Yeah, 9 foot pounds. So now, after we put that, after we set everything, we have to put this on, and then the motor will be complete. And then in next video it will be a time lapse of me putting my bike back together and me riding it in the in my yard. So
9 foot pounds to inch pounds is 108.
So it's 108 on here.
On inch pounds, so we will have to adjust ours. We got to untighten this and turn it till we get to
100.
100. It said 108.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's our 95 is there. Be our 0. Well, actually, I'm going to go up to this 110 right there, and then I'm just going to subtract 2 off. So now I'm at 108 inch pounds. You relock your nut at the bottom. Where's that? Oh, it's on there already. Duh.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to tighten one and move it.
Yes, it is.
All right, my bad. Hold it all the way up top. I'm just snugging it, and then I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to rotate it. Snug this other one so I don't have one that's real tight before the other one gets tight. So that one's tight. That one's tight. I check them a couple times just to make sure that they're seated properly. Okay, now cam chain is on. And
now we gotta set it. Put it to T?
That's T, top dead center.
Well, it's not on T right now.
No, right there's the T.
Oh, yeah.
So we're on top dead center. And it looks like we need to be rotated yet.
We gotta rotate it and we'll cut whenever we get it there. So what we did is this was actually off by one tooth, and whenever you have the T lined up with this point,
yeah,
these need to be at a horizon like that. And
now
we had, and the O right there needs to be pointing straight up. And it is, because this is it straight up, see? And now
we're going to put in
this
another head bolt here. You just go in.
And then we got to put on the head, that piece.
And this should be torqued at 108 pounds also. We got one on this side too that we need to put in.
This one would be.
And that also holds your other bolt. So.
And then we gotta adjust the, whatever you call it.
We have to adjust the valves yet. So. Okay, now that's part 2. Now we're back to
Adjusting
the valves. And like I say, we're top dead center. We're top dead center. We can move this one, but this one seems tight, so we will have to set them with our feeler gauge at 0.05 millimeters. So,
or 0.00
inches. But if you'd see in here, that's the gap that we're supposed to
seal.
Put at with that feeler gauge. This side's already tight, so it needs to be loosened up. Okay.
We gotta check our valve clearance, and this is 0.002
inches or 0.05 millimeters is what they said. So, and if you see it, it goes in there, and
it should have a
little drag on your feeler gauge, and this one's the same way, and it's got a little drag on it. And if I touch this, I can feel it pull, and you hear how they click a little bit. And that's at top dead center, so the valves ain't open. But otherwise, when your motor runs, and you can see when they lobe in here, that's what opens up. That would be opening up your exhaust valve right now. And then after that, the intake opens up, lets fuel in, you go over, and then the exhaust valve opens up, and then the intake opens up, let fuel in. Now they're set, and they still feel the same, so they should be good.
And now we got to put this headpiece on, and then the next video it will be a time lapse of me putting everything back together on my bike, and then riding it for a little bit, and I'll probably be next video. But now we got to put this on. We got our new gasket. And then we got to put it on there, and then this video should end. This is not working too well. Because the gasket's not formed into it.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's the right spot. Yeah, we gotta get the gasket seat in here. Put it in there. Could have left the old one in, but since we got a new one, we're putting the new one in.
Yeah, that looks pretty good condition, but we just got a brand new one, so put the new one in. New's always better most of the time.
Let's get the whole seat in there. Hold it down. Nice. Maybe tighten up, and then they get torque too. They got a torque setting for these two. Just find a torque on there. Nope, same time. Down here. It would be not a nut, so spark plug will screw. Nut. I know. Cylinder head. Cylinder head. Cylinder head. Cover.
Bolt. 2.
It takes 2, and it says 9 foot-pounds or 108 inch-pounds.
So it should already be adjusted to that. Oh, that looks good. Do you want to put any gasket seal on this or whatever?
No, that'll be fine.
Yeah, that's probably a 10.
And that should be the motor back together.
And now we're done with the motor. And
we'll have to
we'll have to adjust
these when we get it on the bike when it's running. But this one's already
adjusted.
set. We'll tighten that nut up. We'll leave this open till we get the bike running, and then after that we'll put our case seal this back up, put a new gasket on here, and it should be good.
All right, hoped you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye.